These are really underappreciated, in my opinion, Otogi games. 1 and 2. I have 2 here sealed as well. Well, basically they are hack and slash games, somewhat in the vein of Ninja Gaiden, except that these have a bit more strategy to them, a bit more platforming, I guess. You can fly around, you can destroy houses and environments, trees, you can shatter. There are hundreds of opponents on the screen at any given time, and the games are gorgeous. These are probably the graphically most impressive games on the old Xbox. I kid you not. You really should check into Otogi if you like, well, ninja sword action games at least. And here we have Outrun 2 and Outrun 2 Coast to Coast, which is the sequel. In the arcades, the Coast to Coast is known as Arcade 2 Special Tours, but they're the same game. Fantastic, the fantastic return of Outrun after all these years. Plays really great. This is an all-out arcade racer. Nothing realistic here, and that's all the better for it. Another gem from Sega, the Panzer Dragoon series, continued on the Xbox. Panzer Dragoon Orta is an on-rails shooter in the vein of Panzer Dragoon 1 and 2 from the Saturn. And this is again one of the best looking games on the Xbox. Really good graphics, and I would say that this is probably the best example gameplay wise of the on rails shooter. Check it out. Phantasy Star Online episodes 1 and 2. Now, I've played this to death on the GameCube. I just wanted to collect it for the Xbox as well. Well, this introduced voice communication, which would have been nice in the GameCube days with the keyboard, or worse yet, some virtual keyboard on the game. Communication was really awkward, but well, this is a piece of gaming history, and the Xbox is it's a nice game for the Xbox to have. A proud moment. Psychonauts, I have this sealed. I do have it opened for the PlayStation 2, and I have played it. Well, really, this performed really underwhelmingly in terms of sales, and this is a really good fantasy adventure platforming game. Again, really odd, like the Oddworld games. I guess that's why it never took off, but you really should give this game a chance. Psychonauts. Shenmue II. Naturally, I have these Shenmue 1 and 2 for the Dreamcast, but for completion's sake, I like to collect games for other machines as well. This also includes a DVD of the Shenmue 1 the movie, which recaps the story of Shenmue 1, because it was and I think it will always remain an exclusive for the Dreamcast. Really the best reason to buy a Dreamcast is Shenmue 1, but Shenmue 2 is also on the Xbox, and also it was never released on Dreamcast on the United States, so the Xbox is the only version you can get on the USA. Sid Meiers Pirates. I can't tell you how addictive this is. You just have to play it, and then it's 5 a.m. and you have to go to work or something like that. Fantastic strategy game, and it really works on the consoles. Not all strategy games can say that, but really, really addictive. Splinter Cell. well, I think everybody has played Splinter Cell games nowadays, but it was first introduced on the Xbox, and this is the first game in the series, a classic. Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2, these really capture the essence of Star Wars games and are really nice RPG games to boot, so that's a double amount of goodness there. Essential games for any Xbox enthusiast. More 2D action here, Street Fighter Anniversary Collection, which includes Street Fighter II Hyper Fighting, or Hyper Street Fighter II, as well as Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, and you can play them over Xbox Live. This was a really significant release. It was the first time, I believe, you could play online Street Fighter 3, at least here in the Western world. I guess it's up to you if you think they are the best 2D fighting games ever, but they definitely rank up there among the best. Transpilers. I actually played Transpilers most on the GameCube, and Transpilers 3 here, one still sealed. Transpilers is, well, people tend to underrate them, I think. Yeah, they have this slightly comical graphical style, and they don't take themselves that seriously, but they really are fantastic first-person shooters, and they have challenges, and they have map editors, and all this. The games just, especially at their time, they lasted forever. Really good value for money, and still fun games to play. And finally, I have here Steel Battalion. Now, if you don't know what Steel Battalion is, just search YouTube for Steel Battalion startup sequence or Steel Battalion controller, and you'll see what the fuss is all about. I really need to make a full video of Steel Battalion running, but here are the games. I have the original game and the Xbox Live expansion, Line of Contact, and the expansion as a sealed Japanese version as well. And Steel Battalion, well, check the videos out, but it has a huge 40-button controller with 2 joysticks and 3 pedals. It first cost $250 or euros, whatever you want to count them in, and you couldn't play the game without it, and this game was the only game that supported controller, so they were married, and I'm really glad I bought it when I still could. They all sold out. You can get them for relatively cheap from eBay, and I really suggest you do it. But I really need to make another video of these games. But these are probably my favorite game for the old Xbox. This is so unique. There hasn't been anything like it on any console before or since. Really the finest hour of the Xbox, and a fantastic game as well. So 3 hurrays for Capcom for making something as financially dubious as Steel Battalion. But thanks for watching my collection video of my old Xbox games, and I see you later. Thanks.